So it's day 2 here at European Utility Week, and I'm with Patrick on the UtilityAR booth down at the Initiate section of the event. Patrick, what is UtilityAR up to?
So, thanks Kevin. UtilityAR is a augmented reality software company. We build software that runs on AR glasses to help technicians in utilities get their job done.
Okay.
So, in the world we imagine, technicians do 2 types of jobs. There's plannable work, where they're going to follow procedures, gather information. These are things that you can plan out in advance, and we have a tool for that to help them follow procedures step by step. The other aspect is unplannable work, where they encounter a problem and they want to get advice from their colleagues on how to fix that problem. And again, we build software which runs on AR glasses to allow them to do that.
And you guys support a range of AR glasses, so I've got a pair on my head, you've got a different set in your hand, plus anybody else is in the market.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
The AR glass world is changing. Okay, there's going to be new glasses coming out every year or 2, and they're going to look very differently from each other. Our goal is to build a consistent software platform, so once you train your technicians how to use a particular platform, they'll become comfortable with it, and we can transfer it from glasses to glasses as things go.
So as different safety specs or ergonomically better headsets come out, I'm not tied into a particular model of headset.
That's exactly right. I mean, this is a totally different usage paradigm, okay? So, in no different than the way a program is set up to work on a PC is different from how it's set up to work on an iPad.
Yeah, true. From a heads-up display.
That's right. You've got to totally rethink how you're going to lay out your solution. Also, you have to train your people how to use this. This is new and different. So what we've really focused on is simplicity for the technician and consistency for the technician. So that they encounter the same look and feel no matter what happens.
Okay. Now, we were chatting earlier on. I've been into augmented reality for the last couple of years. Every utility and energy company has had a pilot, and they've all been playing with them, and they've tried all sorts of things. It's probably fair to say that augmented reality is not mainstream in utilities just yet. Why not? What's the feature?
So I think there's a selection of issues, like everything. Okay, the first thing is innovation pressure. Okay, so you are going around here today. There's so many innovative things happening in the space, and utilities have allocated a certain amount of resources to innovation. So AR is competing with demand-side response. It's competing with microgeneration. It's competing with every other innovation that's happening within a utility.
Blockchain, whatever, right? There's limited resources, and what do we focus on?
So that's the thing. I think another aspect is technology readiness. So people ask themselves, well, this seems reasonable, but is it going to be better in 2 years or whatever? Okay. Now, what we do, the final thing is integration. So people look at their utilities data store, and they go, oh gosh, this needs work first. Okay. Now, what we say is, first of all, we try and build a system to make it really super simple for them to try it out in the first instance. Secondly, for them to integrate as simplistically as possible. And also, we're thinking about how they were going to reformat or rethink their data in future on the basis of this new paradigm of how they can deliver that information to their workers.
So it's not just about integrating into the stuff you have, but it's, as you say, it's how do I look at the data model and how do I store stuff to get the best, to be able to display it in the new usage.
That's completely right. I mean, every step that we've had of technology advancement over the last 10 or 15 years, what it's shown us is what you had in advance doesn't really matter. The amount of video that's been created after the mobile phone came along is 10 times more than the amount of video that existed before.
And if I have every worker walking around with a pair like this and they're capturing video all the time, what do I do with it? Where do I store it?
That's exactly right. And the same could be said for the way you're capturing information about your assets, the way you deliver information to your assets.
Yeah.
All of these things are going to be different. Sorry, I skipped over as well the advancements of the tech. So that's something that we're very aware of, and that's why we find customers working with us, because they're saying, well, I don't want to marry Microsoft HoloLens, I want a solution which can run on any headset.
So I can pick best of breed depending on the use case.
That's right. So, and yet have that consistency, and also continue to have that consistency for the next 5 years as the hardware matures. So that could be, so we are happy to run our software on any of the technologies that you might be interested in.
Hey, good stuff. I wish you well. So
thank you very much.
Take care.